What if your joint pain isn't just part of getting older? If you're over 60 and dealing with stiff, aching joints, you've probably heard it all before. It's just age. It's wear and tear. It's inevitable. But what if that's not entirely true? What if many of the things that make arthritis worse are hidden in your daily life, and fixing them doesn't require a prescription? In this series, we'll uncover the real, science-backed ways to reduce joint pain, not by chasing miracle cures, but by working with your body, not against it. If you're looking for practical, real-world solutions, like this video and subscribe now, because in Part 1, we're exposing 5 subtle daily habits that quietly worsen arthritis, and what to do instead. Part 1. 5 daily mistakes that make arthritis worse without you realizing one. Walking barefoot or in flat slippers around the house. Many people take their shoes off as soon as they get home, and that's understandable. But for aging joints, especially if you have arthritis in your knees, hips, or feet, walking barefoot or in flimsy slippers is one of the most common and harmful habits. Here's why. Flat soles don't absorb shock. Every step sends vibration directly into your joints. Over time, that repeated impact causes tiny micro-injuries and inflammation. If you have flat feet, poor posture, or previous joint damage, it makes this worse. Try this instead. Use orthopedic house shoes with soft, flexible soles and arch support. Look for options with a back heel, not just open slip-ons. If you're barefoot, stand on a cushioned mat in areas where you stand for long, like the kitchen. You'll likely notice that your knees or hips feel less sore by the end of the day, just from this one change. 2. Sitting in soft, low chairs for long periods. That recliner might feel relaxing, but it's quietly making arthritis worse, especially in your lower back, hips, and knees. When you sink into a deep chair, your pelvis tilts backward. That puts strain on your lumbar spine and makes it harder to get up, forcing your knees to work harder than they should. And the longer you sit in that slouched position, the more your stabilizing muscles shut down. Over time, this creates stiffness, weakness, and worse joint alignment. What helps? Use a firmer, upright chair with back and arm support. Place a small rolled towel or lumbar pillow at your lower back. Get up at least once every 30 minutes, even just to stretch or refill water. Think of it this way. Sitting is rest, but it shouldn't create more tension when you stand up. Your joints should feel supported, not sunken. 3. Letting your joints get cold, especially at night or early morning. Have you ever noticed that your joints feel stiffer in the morning or after sitting in a cold room? That's no coincidence. Cold temperatures cause joint fluid to thicken and tissues to contract. This reduces lubrication and flexibility, making arthritis pain worse. This happens even indoors. A light draft on your knees, cold tile floors, or sleeping with exposed feet can all create micro-chilling effects that compound overnight. To stay warm, keep your knees, ankles, and hands covered. Even indoors, wear compression sleeves or thermal socks during cold months. Place a small heating pad on problem areas for 10 to 15 minutes before activity. Staying warm doesn't just feel good, it's a genuine tool for joint mobility. 4. Repeating the same joint motion without breaks. Many everyday habits involve small, repetitive movements. Stirring, knitting, typing, chopping, gardening. But joints affected by arthritis need variation. Repeating the same motion causes overuse and localized inflammation, especially in smaller joints like fingers, wrists, and shoulders. The problem isn't the activity. It's doing it without pause or compensation. Here's how to manage it better. Alternate hands when performing repetitive tasks. Set a timer every 25 minutes to take a short stretch break. Use ergonomic tools with larger grips or assistive designs, e.g., jar openers, thick pens. After tasks, dip sore hands in warm water with Epsom salt for 5 to 10 minutes. It's about working smarter, not harder, and giving your joints the support they deserve. 5. Eating foods that silently trigger inflammation. Even if your meals seem balanced, hidden ingredients in everyday foods could be worsening inflammation. The big offenders? Processed vegetable oils, refined sugars, excess red meat, and packaged snacks. These don't just raise blood sugar. They activate the immune system, which is already hyper-alert in people with arthritis. And yes, even small daily amounts build up over time. Anti-inflammatory swaps. Replace sunflower, corn oil with olive oil or avocado oil. Reduce white flour products, bread, pasta, and use whole grains. Add turmeric, ginger, and omega-3 rich foods like chia seeds or sardines. If snacking, choose nuts, boiled eggs, or berries instead of crackers or chips. Your immune system responds to what you eat. Feed it calm, not chaos. Which of these daily patterns do you recognize in your own life? Let us know in the comments. Awareness is the first step to lasting relief. If even one of these tips made you pause and think, hit that like button. And stay with me, because in Part 2, we're diving deep into foods that fight and feed arthritis. The real nutritional tools that can reduce pain and support your joints from the inside out. Part 2. Foods that heal or harm your joints. What to eat and avoid for arthritis relief. Most people know that food affects weight, energy, and digestion. But did you know that what you eat also speaks directly to your joints? For people over 60 living with arthritis, food isn't just fuel, it's chemistry. Certain foods turn down inflammation and support tissue repair. Others trigger flare-ups, stiffness, and pain. In this part, we'll cover 5 foods to avoid and 5 to embrace, if you want to take pressure off your joints naturally. No fads, no miracle claims, just clear, proven changes you can make at your next meal. Foods that make arthritis. Worst one. Vegetable oils rich in omega-6 fats. These oils, like corn, soybean, sunflower, and safflower, are used in most packaged foods. They're cheap and shelf-stable, but they fuel inflammation. Omega-6s in excess throw off your body's balance and activate inflammatory pathways. Watch out for fried foods, store-bought dressings, margarine, mayonnaise chips, crackers, and anything with vegetable oil high on the label. Better oils, extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, small amounts of coconut oil for cooking. Even swapping oils can reduce joint pain within weeks for many seniors. 2. Refined carbohydrates and sugar. White bread, pasta, pastries, they may be comforting, but they spike blood sugar fast. That increase triggers a wave of insulin, followed by a drop, and then inflammation. Over time, this weakens your joint tissues and fuels swelling. Common culprits: breakfast cereals, baked goods, white rice, soda. Fruit juice. Try instead steel-cut oats, quinoa, barley, whole rye. Use cinnamon or vanilla instead of sugar to flavor foods. When your blood sugar is steady, so is your inflammation response. 3. Red and processed meats. Sausage, bacon, deli meats, and even steak in large amounts contain compounds like ages, advanced glycation end products, which increase joint inflammation and stiffness. They're also high in saturated fat, which can worsen pain in people with rheumatoid arthritis. Reduce bacon, hot dogs, ham, salami, meat-heavy dinners. Choose fatty fish, sardines, mackerel, salmon, plant-based proteins like lentils or tofu, lean poultry, or eggs in moderate amounts. Meat isn't evil, but moderation and quality matter. 4. Dairy. For some, not all. Some people with arthritis experience increased symptoms when consuming dairy. This may be due to casein, a protein in milk that can trigger inflammation in sensitive individuals. Notice your response to cow's milk, cheese, cream, butter. Try plain Greek yogurt, if tolerated well, nut milks, almond, coconut, oat. Small amounts of hard cheese, less lactose. Tip: cut dairy for 2 to 3 weeks and see if stiffness improves. Then reintroduce gradually. 5. Alcohol, especially beer. While an occasional glass of wine may be fine, regular alcohol intake, especially beer, is linked to higher uric acid levels and joint flare-ups, particularly in gout and inflammatory arthritis. Limit daily alcohol consumption. High-sugar mixed drinks. Choose sparkling water with lemon or cucumber. Herbal teas or homemade fruit infusions. Hydration helps joints. Alcohol dehydrates and inflames. Foods that calm arthritis naturally. Now let's flip the script. These foods help soothe inflammation, protect cartilage, and support joint repair from within. 1. Oily fish, 2 to 3 times per week. Fatty fish are rich in omega-3s, natural anti-inflammatory compounds that reduce joint swelling and morning stiffness. Top choices: sardines, salmon, herring, trout, canned tuna in olive oil. If you don't eat fish, ask your doctor about omega-3 supplements, EPA plus DHA. 2. Berries and dark fruits. Blueberries, cherries, raspberries, and grapes contain powerful antioxidants called anthocyanins, which fight oxidative stress and joint breakdown. Add them to morning oats, smoothies, a small bowl after dinner instead of dessert. They're sweet for your tongue and soothing for your joints. 3. Leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables. Spinach, kale, arugula, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts are high in vitamins C, K, and polyphenols, compounds that reduce inflammatory markers and support cartilage health. Eat daily, sautéed with olive oil and garlic. As a base for warm salads, blended into soups or smoothies. Cooked greens are easier to digest if raw veggies cause bloating. 4. Turmeric and ginger. Both have been studied for their anti-inflammatory effects. Turmeric contains curcumin, which blocks specific molecules involved in arthritis inflammation. Ginger helps reduce joint pain and muscle soreness. Use daily. Add turmeric to eggs, soups, or rice. Brew ginger tea with lemon and honey. Try golden milk before bed. Tip: combine turmeric with black pepper to improve absorption. 5. Extra virgin olive oil. This isn't just a cooking oil. It's a natural joint protector. Olive oil contains oleocanthal, a compound with effects similar to ibuprofen, but without the side effects. Use it to dress salads, sauté vegetables, drizzle over soups or grain bowls. Aim for 1 to 2 tablespoons daily, cold-pressed and unrefined. Let's recap. Avoid vegetable oils, sugar, red processed meats, dairy, if sensitive, alcohol. Embrace fish, berries, leafy greens, turmeric, olive oil. Which food surprised you most? As helpful or harmful? Drop it in the comments below. If this gave you clarity or new ideas, like the video and stay with me. In Part 3, we'll explore the best movements and exercises for arthritis. What actually works when everything feels stiff? Ready to move smarter? Not harder? Let's keep going. Part 3. The best movements for arthritis. What to do and what to avoid. When everything feels stiff. Let's be honest. When your joints ache, the last thing you feel like doing is moving. But here's the paradox. Movement is exactly what your joints need to stay functional and less painful. The key isn't more activity. It's the right kind of activity. In this part, we'll walk through the 5 most helpful movement principles for people with arthritis. These tips are gentle, science-backed, and tailored for people over 60. You don't need a gym, a yoga mat, or athletic clothes. Just awareness and consistency. 1. Motion is lotion. But the first few steps are always the hardest. When you wake up or stand after sitting, your joints may feel stiff, creaky, or even painful. That's normal. Joint fluid thickens with stillness, but movement literally warms and thins the fluid, making motion smoother. The worst thing for an arthritic joint? Inactivity. Try this. First thing in the morning, do 2 minutes of slow ankle circles, knee lifts while sitting, or wrist rolls. After sitting for more than 30 minutes, do 1 minute of gentle movement before walking. Use a heat pack before movement. If joints feel locked, movement isn't optional. It's medicine for your joints. 2. Prioritize low impact over no impact. Some people avoid movement completely because they're afraid of making things worse. But avoiding all motion leads to muscle loss and joint instability, both of which actually increase pain. The solution is low-impact exercise, movement that strengthens muscles without stressing joints. Examples that work: walking, 5 to 15 minutes a few times daily, even indoors; chair yoga or seated stretches; Tai Chi, a slow-motion practice proven to reduce arthritis pain and improve balance; water aerobics, buoyancy reduces joint load while improving range of motion. Even 10 minutes a day can restore confidence, strength, and flexibility. 3. Focus on range of motion, not repetition. You don't need to work out your joints. You need to keep them moving within a safe range. Stiff joints become more limited over time. Gentle daily stretching prevents this, especially in the shoulders, spine, hips, knees, hands, and feet. Range of motion tips: arm circles, neck tilts, and shoulder rolls to release upper tension; hip swings or leg extensions while holding onto a chair; finger flexes and thumb presses for hand arthritis. You're not trying to burn calories. You're trying to stay mobile, and that's more valuable. 4. Don't ignore the importance of muscles. Strong muscles support weak joints. When surrounding muscles are weak, joints bear the brunt of pressure. Over time, this accelerates wear, pain, and instability. The good news? You don't need heavy weights to build strength, just resistance. Start with resistance bands or light water bottles, 500 to 1,000 milliliters, for gentle strength work, wall push-ups to strengthen upper body without stress. Sit to stand from a chair to rebuild leg strength and balance. Even 2 sessions per week can make stairs, standing, and walking feel easier again. 5. Avoid high-impact, unbalanced, or fast-paced motions. While movement is vital, the wrong type can cause setbacks. Any exercise that puts sudden, uneven pressure on the joints can worsen symptoms. Best to avoid running or jumping, especially on hard surfaces; deep squats or lunges without supervision; holding joints in still positions for long, e.g., static planks. Instead, prioritize fluid, supported, slow movements. Tip: if a motion causes sharp, pinching, or swelling pain that lasts more than 2 hours afterward, scale back. Joint discomfort is okay. Joint damage is not. Bonus tip: track how you feel, not just what you do. Instead of obsessing over steps or reps, keep a small journal. Note: which movements felt good? Which joints were looser after activity? Was your sleep or mood better on active days? This builds a feedback loop and keeps you motivated with real results. Have you found a movement or stretch that helps your arthritis? Share it in the comments. Your idea could help someone else move pain-free again. And if this helped you feel more confident about getting started or getting back on track, hit like and stay with us. Because in Part 4, we'll show you how to build a joint-friendly daily routine that puts it all together: food, movement, rest, and mindset in a realistic, repeatable way. Let's keep going. Part 4. A daily arthritis routine that reduces pain without pills. Real habits, real results. You've made it to the final part of this series. We've talked about hidden habits, food triggers, and movement strategies that ease arthritis. But the real magic happens when these pieces come together. Because information doesn't heal your joints. Habits do. So in this part, we're building a low-inflammation daily routine for people 60+ living with arthritis. It's not a strict schedule or a to-do list. It's a realistic rhythm that fits into your life, without overwhelm or pressure. Let's meet your new day. Morning reset. Start with warmth and movement, not stiffness. How you begin your day sets the tone for your joints. Overnight, joint fluid thickens and circulation slows. That's why mornings often feel the worst. Begin with gentle heat. Use a heating pad on knees or hands for 5 to 10 minutes before moving 2 to 3 minutes of joint prep. Wrist rolls, ankle circles, neck tilts. Warm drink, ginger tea, lemon water, or turmeric golden milk. Anti-inflammatory breakfast, e.g., oatmeal plus chia plus berries plus walnuts plus olive oil drizzle. Short walk, even indoors, 5 to 10 minutes to get blood flowing. Do not check your phone, email, or news first thing. Let your nervous system ease into the day. Midday mobility. Move gently and nourish wisely. By midday, your body has warmed up. This is the perfect window to move. But don't overdo it. Midday flow. Low-impact strength or range of motion work, 10 to 15 minutes. Healthy lunch. Think warm veggies, fish, olive oil, and whole grains. Post-meal movement. Even 5 minutes of walking helps circulation and digestion. Hydration with intention. Add lemon or cucumber to water for taste, plus anti-inflammatory bonus. Stretch or change position every 30 to 60 minutes, if sitting. Avoid cold foods straight from the fridge. They can slow digestion and aggravate joints for some people. Evening wind down. Calm your body before sleep. Your joints regenerate during deep sleep, but they need the right signals to shift into healing mode. Evening routine. Dim the lights 1 hour before bed. Supports melatonin and inflammation recovery. Anti-inflammatory dinner, e.g., soup with greens plus lentils plus turmeric plus olive oil. Light stretching or warm bath. Release tension from joints and muscles. Wind down ritual. Read, journal, do deep breathing, or gratitude reflection. Magnesium-rich snack, optional. Banana, almonds, or a warm chamomile tea. Sleep in a warm, dark, quiet room. Cold drafts make joints seize up overnight. Do not eat within 2 hours of bed. Night digestion reduces your joint recovery. Mindset matters. You're not broken. You're adapting. It's easy to feel discouraged with chronic pain, but arthritis is not the end of your movement, strength, or independence. It's a call to listen, adjust, and care for yourself more intentionally. Helpful mindset shifts. You don't have to push through pain. You can work with your body. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be consistent. Progress is measured in less bad days, not just pain-free ones. And remember, every step, stretch, and smart meal is a vote for less pain tomorrow. Real stories, real results. Meet Linda, 67. She had daily knee pain that made stairs feel like mountains. She wasn't ready for surgery and wanted to try a natural approach first. Here's what she did. Switched to supportive slippers indoors. Stopped eating white bread and processed deli meat. Started doing 10-minute chair yoga every morning. Added sardines and turmeric tea to her routine. In 6 weeks, she could walk to the store again, without grabbing the railing. Then there's Frank, 74. His hands were so stiff, he stopped gardening. After adding finger mobility exercises, replacing sugary snacks with berries and nuts, and doing Tai Chi twice a week, he's back in the garden, planting tomatoes with less pain than he's had in years. Your turn. Build your joint-friendly day. You don't need to do everything at once. Just choose one of the following to begin. Swap one meal for a joint-friendly version. Add a 5 to 10-minute walk before or after lunch. Use heat before moving stiff joints. Try a daily stretch or Tai Chi video. Start a symptom journal. See what helps you. Small steps create strong days. Strong days become strong months. If this series helped you, hit that like button to support others finding this information. Leave a comment. What habit will you try first? Your answer might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Subscribe and turn on the bell, because we'll be sharing more joint-friendly routines, nutrition tips, and recovery tools in future videos. You're not fragile, you're just underinformed. Until now. Thanks for watching, and here's to the days when your joints feel like yours again.